tang to it.
Oh my gosh, I just threw up a little bit. I don't like taint hair having tang.
I hope you guys don't get to that point tonight.
Please don't.
I'm having some issues with any new maps I'm creating.
My eggs.
Don't forget the unicorn taint.
Sprinkle that in there.
Oh man. So apparently Parent has a preference for taint hair, guys. That's what I got out of all this conversation.
Let's preload that scene, see if that
Aaron just does
up.
what you tell him to do. Unless it's not fun, then he doesn't.
Okay. Do you guys see the goblin just drop out on the screen or anything?
It's 50% loaded for me.
No. On Volanthus, no.
What is going on?
100% loaded. Nothing's there.
No, but I see some freaking tasty looking eggs.
Shit, this is an issue.
We
may have to go old school tonight, guys. Does everybody have dice?
Yeah.
What, can we not roll?
Wait,
dice? Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying we may have to because I've got some issues going on right now.
My thing just rolled.
Yeah, so the dice rolling's working. Okay, so now the goblin's kind of loaded. Can you see him?
I see the uninjured empty sprite.
Yeah. There's a something here.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a goblin.
Alright, just rebooting the server.
I have already twice.
Sorry, that was my default IT guy answer.
No, that's fine. That's most default IT guy answers.
Plug it in, plug it back in. Wait, what?
Oh, you tried turning it off and on again.
Hello, IT department.
It says it's a goblin, but it doesn't look like a goblin.
Are you saying goblins have to conform to one look? Jeez.
Yeah, not to a hooded, disembodied head.
Maybe they want to, okay?
Probably whatever that token is down there that's next to Goblin that says badly missed Goblin.
Oh, now the goblin token's loaded up.
Oh, I forgot to put my toast in.
Is it fully loaded up for you guys?
Nope.
What is going on?
This is what I see.
Is it my internet access right now just choking?
Someone making TikToks.
Carson's downloading stuff he's not supposed to again.
What?
Dude, Carson's trying to download the entire dictionary and like...
I mean, downloading the entire dictionary should only be like an hour-long process.
But a video for
if
each word.
That.
Oh.
Downloading the dictionary is like literally seconds.
Y'all didn't let me finish the joke!
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, finish the joke.
He's trying to download a word. He's trying to download a video for every word in the dictionary. Jeez. In 4K. Good lord. Fine, it's not funny. I get it. Haha, go back to talking. Now I feel awkward. I get it. I'm not funny. Okay, all right. I'll just go back to making toast.
Go back to toast, son. Go back to toast.
Toast is so good, though.
You smell burnt toast right now?
No, that means I'm having a stroke, and that's not good.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something that you might like to hear. It's free real estate.
You did sound a robot. You did sound like a robot there for a second.
That's because I'm doing an upload test right now. That's why I'm. I'm still sitting at 40 megs per second, downloading 1 gig. What is going on?
Oh, did my roommates hear me scream? Oh, they absolutely heard me. Great. I haven't even met these two kids, and they just heard me scream in the kitchen about dictionaries.
They're looking out of their rooms like, what the hell?
What the hell is going on right now?
So is that uninjured goblin showing up for you completely, or is it still showing the hooded dude?
I see the hooded dude.
Yep, just the hooded dude.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Uh-huh.
Maybe try removing him and re-adding him?
Let's try doing that again. Try this guy.
Butter.
It's almost like the import didn't work right. I'm gonna drag and drop this guy. Not even let me drag and drop that. What is going on? Okay. So this is going to be interesting. Hold on a second. I'm going to take down the server again real quick. So give me just a second, guys. Sorry.
How dare you?
Well, it's just, it happens.
How dare you?
Let's see. How dare you? All right. Let me go ahead and kill the server. And run it this way.
Oh no, I've lost connection to the server.
Oh
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
Oh man, I just remembered Mr. Bill was a thing. That poor little Dow constantly getting murdered.
Oh, he had a lot of things that happened to him. Let's see if this. I wonder if I actually have to. What?
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 Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
What? What is going on? Okay. Go to setup. Update that. Update all. That doesn't update. Okay. Update all the modules.
You could call for ads. I'm doing ads.
That's it. It's theater of the mind tonight, folks.
It might be.
You know what's really
Just
weird?
might be.
So it kicked me out of the game, but I still have my character sheet up and I can still play with it.
What the fuck is
It's-
this? There's
'cause
no current active game session?
Yeah, because I just restarted the server again.
Oh, gotcha, mate.
Let's hide this really quick so people can't figure out what my password is.
It is not.
Oh, there it is.
Why does it keep logging me into the server? I'm not logging into the server. Okay. Okay, there.
Freaking love food. Oh shit, I'm not muted, my bad.
No, you weren't.
Whoops.
You eat that food.
I'm gonna eat this food.
We're gonna hear him eat just. Oh, so. This food.
You said I
Wait,
see the giant owl, right?
You guys can hear the first crunch. Hold up.
Can you guys all see the giant owl?
Nope.
You don't see this big ass owl on the screen.
No, and even on your stream, it's all black.
Well, I know it's on my stream. It's all black, but
Okay,
go
okay,
ahead.
just making
It's
sure.
asking me for an administrator password. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Should
Oh, there
There's
we go. Now it's
nothing.
fixed.
Nothing right here. Nothing.
Let's see.
All right.
Oh, there's a big face. A hooded unknown.
Is it a big like face dude?
Oh, I see the owl.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, he's
I
right
see the
above.
owl too.
I see an icon, like an unknown icon.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You're
I'm reloading real quick.
Yeah,
not
I'll
seeing
reload.
the same thing.
Thanks, Lil J.
That's all the advice I have for you.
Okay. What?
Have any of
is
you guys
going
tried the
on?
new update for what is it? What's the Phasmophobia?
I
Yes.
can't wait, but
Mhm.
not yet. Probably not
I
till
haven't
next
tried it
week.
yet either. I haven't tried
Scary
it.
as
It's-
fuck, hard
it's-
as fuck.
It is pretty cool.
You wanna play it next week on Friday with me?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, absolutely. That sounds dope.
I could probably get Enzel in on this too.
I'm in.
Do you see the big silver dragon now?
I don't, but I see the unknown face symbol.
I don't see the dragon.
What is going on?
Oh, the owl just disappeared.
Yeah, I just removed it.
Okay.
You guys see the ape and the.
I see. I think
see the wolf, but no ape.
I see the wolf.
Can't see jack shit.
Oh, what
Mine
is?
is not loading at all.
Alrighty. It looks like we're going to be doing probably theater of the mind for the most part tonight, guys.
Hell yeah.
Who's hacking your
Alright.
internet right now?
It's not. It's so. It's my Foundry server's acting funky, and I don't.
Oh, it's a server. It's probably all the attacks I'm running on it right now. My bad.
Well, no. What you actually want to know something weird is I've actually had attacks recently. Again,
On your
My-
server?
yeah, I
Or on the
actually
network
got
in general?
on my server. I actually got alerts from my firewall saying I was getting attacked, DDoSing actually, and a couple of
Imagine
attempts
having,
to actually get in.
imagine being so bored that you DDoS someone's D&D server.
I guess I don't know. All right, so it looks like we're going to be doing theater of the mind tonight, guys.
I loaded in.
Okay, shit keeps getting moved around too.
So I have Dragonlance map,
Oh, I didn't
Edge
see.
map, Palantis, and Shipwreck.
All right, well,
I can see everything.
okay, let me import one more thing.
Let's see if I can pull out my token. Boop. Yeah, that worked.
Is it because the game's paused?
No. There's something going on, and I'm trying to figure out what. And so it's like stuff isn't like when you guys see the
I see that guy.
you do see that guy completely?
Yeah,
Yep.
I see him too.
Hell yeah.
What
I
about
saw.
him?
Yep.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That guy did not load.
I'm assuming the dice I'm rolling, the dice I'm hearing is their hit points being rolled as soon as you put them out, right?
Yeah, I was just kind of throwing some random stuff out. See if I can get it to roll up.
No stress.
How about that one?
I ate all my food, now I'm sad.
Oh, I'm gonna have bacon nachos. I'm so excited.
Oh.
All right. Well, let's go theater of the mind tonight, guys. So yeah, so it seems like the rollers and stuff like that will still work. So you guys can still use the dice rollers, but we're going to be playing theater of the mind tonight.
Hit that.
But you just murked that owl.
I'm not even showing you even rolling.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just crit on the owl.
Okay. So where we last left off last week was
Who's that?
What is going on? So where we last off, where you last left off was the you guys are inside Palanthus trying to figure out what you're going to do. It sounded like some of you are going to be going to the inn called the Drunken Noble And what was the other one called? I can't remember off the top of my head.
What was it? The swollen anchor or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
the swallowed anchor, but you
Well,
guys
you
made me
changed it
change
to
it.
swollen.
Yes, because you guys laughed at that so hard. So the swollen anchor. All right. So I think it was Mary and Philip. Is Philip here yet?
Nope.
That little
Come to the other
bastard.
people first.
All right. So the rest of you who are going to the Swollen Anchor, as you walk into the inn, it's more of an inn slash tavern. There's a bar that goes across the the northern side of the building. It has seating for 7. There's a couple tables mixed in here and there. As you kind of glance around, you notice that everybody's looking very sullen, looking down into their drinks, very careful, looking, quickly over their shoulders as you all enter and immediately go back. Basically, they do a quick assess of the room to see who's coming and going, but they immediately go back to the drinks. There, the bartender you see is a fairly rotund man, human, probably in his mid 40s, balding, got the classic horseshoe, um, he's got the skullet going on, I should say.
Oh,
And
hell yeah.
as he kind of looks over at you, he kind of lifts his head up and goes, "Pick a seat wherever you want," and then goes back to cleaning the mugs he was working on. Um, as you guys pick one of the empty tables, you find enough seating for everybody. He then he spits in one last mug, kind of wipes it out with the cloth that he has that doesn't look very clean. As he comes over and he slams these empty mugs on your table and he goes, "What do you want these filled with?"
Well, we've had quite the adventure, so probably something strong. It's on me this time, comrades.
Okay. Kind of goes over. He gets a fairly large pitcher of looks like just a dark ale. Slams it on the table. It goes, "That'd be 2 copper, please."
I slide a steel.
Kind of picks it up, looks at it. He's like, "Okay, I'll bring a couple more pitchers over to you." He
Just
goes,
keep them coming tonight.
"Very well, very well. Thank you." Um, oh, interesting, Minotaur. Thanks. Yeah, I'll keep them coming. And he kind of goes back and he kind of keeps every once in a while. He kind of peeks back around and kind of takes a look at you guys, see where you're at on the mug. What do you guys do?
I want to wave him over. I seen he is like looking pretty down. Everyone's kind of solemn here. I just want to talk to him a bit.
Okay. Kind of nods. He takes over. He takes a couple mugs to a couple other tables real quick and he comes back over and goes, "What can I help you with?"
We haven't been around these parts in quite some time. Why is everybody so down?
Well, with the war going on and how many people have been recruited to go fight it, it's not doing well. People are down in the dumps because crops are starting to fail and seems like it might be a brutal winter this year. It's early fall and we've already had some chilly nights that have killed a lot of crops that were supposed to be harvested.
Hmm.
It's going to be a hard winter this year, I think.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. But you're a port city here. Aren't you still getting trade?
Very little comes in. We get some coming from the west, but nothing from the east since the Blue Banner armies have pretty much blockaded that areas.
Have you heard anything about them? I know the Nordmar are leading, and some of
Well,
my kind have served them.
he kind of scratches looks like about 3 days worth of growth on his face. He's like, "Well, rumor has it, not sure if it's the Minotaurs or the Nordmar that are in control. They seem to be band together for a common reason, but it's very strange to see those two peoples band together."
I wouldn't want to fight beside those bleeded devils anyway.
That's a good way of it, kind of explaining the way the Nodmar are. Bladed devils. I like that.
Well, feel free to use it. If someone wanted to help around here, what do you think would be the best way? Me and my companions, well, I'm sure if the reasoning was right, we can contribute somehow.
Well, I know the Tinker's looking for some help, and you might want to try this City Plaza. That's the only two areas I could really think of.
City Plaza. Why? What's Is there something with the plaza?
There's just a board down there that occasionally people, maybe the lords of this place, they'll post odds and ends here that can be beneficial to the city.
Well, I
Usually the
appreciate.
ones, yeah, just to let you know, usually the ones in the City Plaza are usually, you know, items of requisition that require a little bit more people of stout character.
What's that supposed to mean?
People that can handle themselves well.
Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Uruz Esima of Mythos. I can handle myself, and so can my companions quite well.
Yes, all right. Uruz Samarar.
Asuma.
Oh, Esmar. Okay. I'll let people know.
Yeah,
Anyways,
say the hey, what did they call us? The ones from Knight's Landing. What they call us? Does anybody remember what that dockhand called us? Anyways,
Up there, I can't tell you.
anyways, we will see what we can do to help. But for now, a drink.
And for the information, I reach down my pouch and I slide him another steel.
To keep your spirits up. Make the others in this inn happy for now.
all right. Thank you, Uruz. Appreciate it.
And I bow my head and touch my horn and just take the tankard and have a drink.
He nods his head and he kind of waddles back over to behind the bar and starts cleaning away again a little bit. I hear
Little Jay, you're really choppy if you're talking.
Talk.
Oh no, I'm talking to myself. I forget that my Pusha talks tea.
So with that, he kind of goes back behind the bar, starts clearing up. His other patrons within the tavern try to pay for drinks. He kind of always waves them away and points over to the table. And a couple of the other members of the bar, they kind of look over, raise the mug to you, and they just start drinking again. They're not really pounding the drinks per se. They're just kind of slowly nursing them. At the max, an individual will only drink 2, and they usually get up and leave after that.
Oh, this crowd's pretty down, but I mean, makes sense if there's potential famine throughout the winter. And sounds like all the able-bodied hands have gone east to the war. Otak, do you think you know miracles? Can you do anything?
Oh, like what?
I
Anything
don't
in
know.
mind?
You know your powers, I think, better than I do. I still don't know. I rely on sheer force and my skill over these gifts we have, but you made food for us. Can't you do something like that?
I can make food, but like I've said in the past, it only lasts for a day. And unless we're shooting to stay here for the entire winter, I don't think I could do much to help the people.
No, we can't stay that long. A week at max. Vixen, you have some divine gifts. Core, I've seen you do some impressive things. Is there anything we can do for these people?
There was once a time that I knew how to grow food very easily, but those ways have not been with me for over a decade. Um, maybe if there was a healer in need, I could assist them, but beyond that, I don't know what my god would be able to assist me with.
Oh, do you have anything?
Sort of, but I'm gonna need 8 hours.
What can you do?
Oh, I can pretty much ask the earth if it's okay for plants to grow a little better.
Oh, that's quite the skill. Vixen, is that what you were talking of?
Yes, there was something like that once upon a time in my past.
You both can talk to plants. Oh, some
Also,
say,
yes,
yeah. Wait, you can speak with plants.
yes.
What
They
do
say those
plants?
strangest things.
What do they say?
Oh, mostly they talk about how when something brushes past them or what people smell like. It's kind of
Huh?
strange.
As you guys are having this conversation, you see three gentlemen come walking in. Actually, two men and one woman come walking in, dressed in kind of a grayish type robes. Um, you know, fairly they even though they're dressed kind of very bland. You notice that they do have some fairly expensive, jewelry and stuff like that on them. They come in immediately. The barkeep comes over and he goes, "Welcome, Seeker Caliph. What can I do for you today?" And he kind of leans over, whispers a few things, and he nods and he shows them to a set of tables. Your normal table here, and they sit down. And you notice that as they sit down, they kind of are facing the direction of you guys, just kind of watching you as they're nursing their drinks.
What kind of facial expressions do they have looking at us?
Just blank. They don't look like they're upset, angry, or anything like that. They just are watching you.
I'm gonna take back my drink, finish it, and then bang it on the table a little bit to wave the barkeep over.
Okay. Barkeep kind of snaps his head up when you bang the empty tankard on the table, and he kind of gives you a stern look of like, "You break my tankard, I'm not gonna be very happy." And he kind of shuffles his way over. He goes, "What can I do for you, Ruse?"
Um, quietly. Who are those guys? They just came in.
Surely, where you're from, you've seen the Seekers.
The Seekers.
The Seekers of the New Way, the new gods.
The Seekers of the New Gods.
Of
Who
course.
are these new gods?
That's the thing. They seek them. They've heard rumor of individuals that have been able to do things of magic, and even some of the seekers from other towns have said the same that they can do. And these individuals here are apprentices of sort. Uh, they really don't tell us the name of the gods. They just tell us there's new gods here to watch over us. And since
Now,
the old ones have abandoned us,
hmm, now, if they find somebody with the capability to, say, commune or use powers of these new gods, what do they do with them?
bring them into their order.
And what hmm, would
He
hmm,
kind of goes real quiet at this point. And leans down. And he goes, "Personally, I've known a few individuals that got absorbed into their order, and every single one of them happened to be a charlatan. They would mix berries and so forth to be able to heal, and they use natural remedies. And they say it's great and powerful godly magic. In reality, it's nothing but hedge wizard and hedge witch capabilities.
sounds like trying to grow a false order, if you ask me.
Yeah, be wary of them. They do hold quite a bit of power in the area."
Hmm, good to know. Thank you.
All right. He kind of stands up normally. Anything else there, Urus?
How about some food? What could you all go for?
I would really go for a tea right now.
Very well.
That's a strange
If you
thing
have
to eat,
any.
but
Well,
okay.
to drink. I like to stay clear-headed.
I do have some small stocks of Nordmore tea left, but other than that, not a whole lot. It's a little more expensive.
Price is not a problem.
All right. It'll
I
be,
can handle it.
kind of looks at you, goes, "That's 1 silver per cup."
I'm
Or
just
sorry,
leaning on a
one
stool.
iron. Yeah, it's 1 iron per cup. He goes, oh, kind of picks up, looks at it. He goes, all right. For that, I'll give you what I have left. Kind of walks back and comes back with after about 10 minutes, comes back with a fairly decent sized teapot that's piping hot with a couple different cups. Sets them down in front of you, and he goes, it's kind of strange seeing a Kender ask for tea, but all right. And he kind of goes back to the tavern, back to the bar.
All right, you heard him. I don't know if I trust these seekers. Should we have a conversation? Perhaps invite them to our table.
If you do, I would not mention what we have come to learn of ourselves.
I wouldn't mention anything. Perhaps just see what exactly they're after. Do me a favor. Tuck away any divine emblems or anything you have.
Already done.
Yep.
I'm gonna raise my hand and raise a tankard over, and then show that I have jugs of ale or wherever he brought me, and offer an open seat.
All right. The gentleman that you heard the barkeep call Secret Caliph, he kind of stands up, picks up a handful of grapes from the bowl that he had on the table, starts popping them in his mouth one by one as he walks towards you. Sits down, kicks his feet up. His two companions are standing behind him. Kicks his feet up on the table while eating one of the grapes. What can I do for you, Uruz?
Oh, you know my name. I don't know yours. But allow me to formally introduce myself. I am
No,
Uruz
well, no need there, Uruz SMR. We keep tabs who comes in and out of the city. We know fully well who you are. Well, they gave you the nickname of what? The Saviors of Knight's Landing, if I remember correctly.
That's what
You
it
and your
was.
compatriots?
Um,
Something about
I-
fighting monsters in a cave and beating back the waves. He kind of chuckles to himself. He goes, most people know stories are over exaggerated. So I do not doubt that you maybe fought a goblin or two in the caves, but waves of monsters? No.
I wouldn't doubt a minotaur's power. And I touch my horn.
Yes, that's true. I've seen minotaurs fight. When we were pushed back from Vidgard Keep,
You
Yes,
were
sir.
at Vidgard Keep.
yes, just recently.
And what were you? The minotaurs are at Vidgard.
Oh yes, Vingard fell about a month ago.
Well then, when we were there last, it was deserted.
Hmm. Oh, so you're saying probably the time of the Great Fire?
Oh, what keep? I'm thinking Brightblade Keep. We passed by after the fires had ravaged the place.
Hmm. Anyways, what can I do for you at Urus?
Oh, I was just
Oh,
curious.
so rude of me. Let me stop you there. My name, I am Seeker Cleef. This is Seeker Hifton. He points to the woman. And this is Seeker Blins.
Say those two names again.
Hifton, Hiften, and Blins, Blins.
What was the first one?
Caliph, Calif.
Okay. Pleasure. I'm sure you already know my companions' names.
A few of them, yes. The one that I'm not aware of is the centaur friend of yours. You weren't
Cool.
with them when you were the He does the little air quotes, saviors of Knight's Landing.
What a dick.
Yeah, you can tell this guy is a noble, but he dresses like someone of almost destitute, except for his jewelry.
Our friend here seems a little stunned. This is Core. We met her in our travels, and she's guiding us in a way.
He kind of nods. He goes, "It's just strange, just this, especially in these times, to see one of your kind far from your forests."
Mm-hmm. Yep. She just very quietly nods and then just keeps averting her gaze away from him.
Okay.
He was a little iffy with him.
So, Uruz, what brings you here to Planthus? What dealings do you have in this city?
Restocking, ship repairs, Minotaur things, earning some coin. Since I'm not fighting in the war.
Yes, that's probably the only reason you haven't been arrested already on site, because people have heard of you and recognize you, even
Arrested
though you've
on
been missing
sight.
for a while. Oh yes, most Minotaurs are, especially if they fly the blue flag.
Arrested on sight, my people. I understand that they may have a bad reputation, but arrested on sight.
And kind of has a slight grin. He goes, "What would you do with enemies of the state? Let them freely wander your cities?"
There's two horns on every Minotaur. I wouldn't be so quick to assume where their allegiances are.
He kind of looks back. He looks up at the woman, and she kind of leans down and whispers something quickly in his ear.
Can I hear it? Did I hear it?
Make a perception. Actually, yeah, make a perception. Actually, no, make a perception check. Make a perception check. No, you're not able to hear it. She actually had her hand in front of her mouth, so you couldn't even read the lips or anything like that.
Gotcha.
She just quickly whispers something in his ear, and he kind of nods, and he goes, "You must realize, Uruz, most individuals that come to Palanthus in recent years have all been spies and have been arrested accordingly. They've given up some of the they've given up some of the secrets of the Empire, and we've used that to our advantage in this battle."
What battle? In Vingard?
No, the ongoing war between the knights, the forces of Palanthus, and Nordmar and the Minotaurs, the flyers, the blue banners.
What do the blue banners mean? I'm still yet to figure that out.
They're just what the army flies. We do know that the blue banners are usually the seafaring kind.
And there's other banners?
Yes, we've seen evidence of some groups marching with red, some with blue, some with green.
And any other kinds of people involved?
Mainly just, well, there's the goblins, the hobgoblins, a few ogre, and others.
Well, then.
And he kind of looks over at you, Hotak, and he goes, "Again, luckily your name precedes you, Hotak, or you would have been arrested also on sight."
I'm just gonna like dead stare him in the eyes.
He's a good soul. Nobody should judge him.
Again, you have reason. There's reason for us not to bother you. We keep an eye on those who are in town that are not from here. We know you're from Light's Landing. It's a little strange that you're here, especially since none of you've been heard from for years.
We had some trouble at sea.
Must have been some trouble to keep you away for almost 3 years.
Yeah, it was. No, enough about us. I invited you over. How is the seeking business going? Have you found any support of your new deities?
Yes, many. We have many followers of the new gods.
Now, my people, my people, some still worship Lord King Sargus, but I don't know of these new gods. Who are they?
Well, there's the high god Galistray.
And
Many others, too many to name. Galistray is the one that we follow.
High God Galistray.
Yes, he's the god of gods.
I've not heard of him. And are you getting?
Surprising.
Oh, again.
Would you be wanting to follow him?
Oh, I think I'm a little preoccupied with spending my time in worship.
Worship of who?
No. To spend time in worship. Seafaring things and all things, and trying to help cities and the folk that need it.
Okay. At this point, you just kind of watching you guys sitting there, occasionally popping a grape in his mouth. Is there anything else?
Nope.
As he stands up, kind of pushes the chair, and he goes, as he turns around and starts to walk away, he does say over his shoulder, he goes, also, I'd be careful around who you say you can speak to the plants there, little one and centaur one. Kind of chuckles to himself and starts to walk out of the
What,
door.
you can't?
He just walks out the door at that point.
People here are strange.
Well, if that proved anything, we're being followed and we're being watched, and we have been for some time. We better make sure we tell the others of this when we regroup at wherever Philip and Mary find, and Garrett.
They were going to the Drunken Nobles, which was in the Nobles area.
Oh, I certainly hope that Perrin doesn't get in trouble too. He's going
All
to
right.
fire off some cannon device.
All right, so Perrin,
Hey!
let's jump over to you.
Oh boy!
As you and Physic go down the Horizon Road, he's kind of going over the basis of this small cylindrical device that has another round cylinder built into it, for which he's loaded like 6 balls into, and like a little powder pack behind each one of them. He goes, as he explained it to you, he goes, now this is what I call a revolver. Now, what this can do is you can pull the trigger over and over and over again, and it goes through each and rotates the cylinder, and he just basically gives you the breakdown of how it goes. Because now, when you do fire it, there's a chance that it is going to jam, and when it jams, you have to clear it to be able to fire it a second time. So, with that in mind, is at this point you kind of got outside, and you're outside of town, kind of a little ways off of it from the Horizon Way Road. He goes over and he sets up what looks to be like these little straw silhouettes that are about 2 inches tall, and he sets them up on a couple different rocks. And he goes, "Now, see, this is the way you fire it." And he fires and hits one of them. And he goes, "Would you like to give it a try now?"
Oh yeah.
All right. So as you kind of pick it up, kind of feel the weight of it, you pull it up, and go ahead and give me a roll a 1d20 at the disadvantage. Okay. As you fire the weapon, it kicks back on you pretty hard. Black smoke kind of billows out from the back of the pistol. not even coming close to hitting the little straw silhouette that's on the thing. And as you kind of look down, the whole back end of the cylinder that he loaded all the powder is kind of blackened, and it looks like it's not going to rotate again.
Did I break it?
Oh, no, it's just jammed. And he kind of takes it and he kind of starts fiddling with it. After about 5-10 minutes, he gets it unjammed. So that's what I like to call the revolver, because as you can see, the thing revolves. Now this one I like to call the flintlock, and he kind of brings off the rifle off his back. Again, long cylindrical, little hammer that drops down. He kind of puts some powder in the flash tray, loads the thing up, and he goes, "You kind of understood that a little bit." And he hands you the rifle. He goes, "Go ahead and try to hit one of those silhouettes."
All right.
And I need you to make a strength check also.
Got it. So yeah, I can do that one.
D20 at the disadvantage and a strength check.
D20 at the disadvantage. A 9.
Okay, so as you fire the thing, smoke billows off. You miss the thing, and you get knocked flat on your ass.
I'm doing really good at this whole shooting thing.
It kicks you so hard that you fall flat on your back. The barrel's pointing straight up, and there's smoke coming out of the end of the barrel.
Okay.
Did I break this one too?
Goes, oh no, this one's not jammed at all. It just needs to be reloaded at this point.
I'm gonna try to stand back up.
Okay, as you get back up, you kind of looking it over. It's like, okay, this is gonna take you some time to learn. And he goes, oh, so do we want to continue having lessons, or do we want to just kind of go back into town? Your call.
I would love to continue to have lessons.
All right. And he kind of starts going over with you more and more. So then, you kind of spend the rest of the day out there shooting with him. Garrett and Mary, as you wander over to the Noble's Way with Philip, you kind of walk in. Inside this building, there's a fairly nice, well decor. You can definitely tell this is where some guests of state that are visiting other nobles around the area might stay in. Very nice inn / tavern, again, kind of one and the same. As you walk in, things seem to be a little bit lighter here. There's a small stage up front. Nobody's currently on it. You do see a few nobles kind of laughing and chuckling in one corner. You do see a couple of robed figures in another corner. Not really fully robed. They just have their hoods pulled up. Grayish type robes. As you walk in, their eyes train on you and they just start watching you.
I don't know what to do. It's just Hector's idea. I think he wanted to make money.
All right.
He was making money and trying to get a good room.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pull him up. Go ahead and do a performance check for him.
And I'd probably use prestidigitation and minor illusion during his performance to make it look prettier.
Okay. With the help of what you did, let me just go ahead and roll a second one, see if it gets a little higher. Oh, same exact roll. As you kind of help him, he plays the few nobles that are in there. They're kind of getting into him playing, and you kind of doing your prestidigitation to kind of make it look a little cooler. After a few minutes, the collection plate that's sitting at the front of the stage, it fills up with like about 25 steel. And that's pretty much about it. I guess since he's not here, I'll just basically he's able to talk you into getting a few rooms here. The innkeeper. So yeah, you do have a fairly nice place to stay for the night.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right. Back to Uruz and the rest of the group. What are you guys doing?
We head back that way.
Yeah, I think
unless with Jackson get them.
Oh, okay.
Unless anyone had any separate conversation, I think we would just drink and eat and wait for our rooms to be acquired.
All right. After about another hour or two, you do see Garrett and Philip and Mary all come walking in.
Well, do we have some place to stay?
Yes.
Good. I was feeling nervous about staying in the home of a gnome. Have you ever heard the term bull in a... never mind. Also, did you see anybody in gray robes watching you?
Saw white robes.
Oh, they were gray also that were watching you guys.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, white robes, those... Uh, Meriden, those are your people, are they not?
What do you mean by my people?
The magic, the arcane sort.
Those are also parents' people, but yes.
Well,
Okay.
were we on the lookout for people in gray robes?
I don't think we were on the lookout for anybody in any robes. They're called seekers.
No, remember the tinker. He said that
Blue
there were people
robes.
searching.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Well, we found them. What was their names? Seeker Keelif, Seeker Blinds, and Seeker Hiften. They're looking for people that have, let's say, divine skills, and they're trying to bring them in their order. I didn't get a good vibe from them.
It almost reminds me of the deal that you have to do, but worse.
Did they talk about any of the gods we know of?
Didn't say anything. Didn't say anything about the gods we know of, but they spoke of High God Galstray.
Well, maybe we can do some research to see if they match or they coincide with our gods.
We could. Has anyone seen Perrin?
No.
I haven't seen him, but I think he ran off with that other guy.
Yeah, he ran off with the tinkerer. Something about, I think they called them guns. All right, well, if we wait here, I'm sure he'll turn up sooner or later. If he doesn't,
I mean, he probably knows where we all are all the time.
why would he know that?
He's an archmage. You didn't know that? He teleports at will.
I thought that was his ring. I just thought he was some kind of rogue little dude.
What ring? What are you talking about?
The ring I had to hold for him, and I think he went inside.
I hate to butt in, but we probably shouldn't be talking about this stuff because those guys heard when Core mentioned something. So clearly they have a way to listen to us.
That's true. I have a feeling like they knew about what we did back in Vingard Keep.
And if they can hear us, let them come over here.
Well, they
not-
left. They left. They're not here anymore.
As you kind of say that and you're kind of watching the door, you see another individual kind of open the door, peek in, look around, and then exit the door, again, dressed in the robes.
They just fucking stick their head and see if we're still here, then leave.
It's what it almost looks like. He just kind of peeked in, looked around the inn, and then walked away.
Does he make eye contact with me?
Nope, doesn't make any contact with anybody. Just kind of glances around the room.
I want to make my way to the door and stand beside it.
Okay.
Waiting for him to stick his head back in.
Okay.
They're very stealthy.
Take his mask off.
As soon as he does stick his head in, I'm gonna grab it and pull him inside.
Okay. As you kind of get up to the door and you kind of looking around outside, you don't see anybody. You do see the one individual that you saw poke his head in. He was heading down towards the south.
I didn't go outside.
It's
Just
angry
by the door.
cat.
Oh, okay. So at this point, you guys have a place to stay at the Noble, at the Drunken Noble, or you can stay at the gnome's place. It's your call. As it's getting late enough in the afternoon, it's probably this point is probably closer to 5 or 6 in the afternoon, so it's starting to get dusk a little bit. You definitely tell that you're in the fall. The early sunsets and so forth. Perrin, you and Physic, once the light drops to the point where you really can't see the targets anymore, he goes over and picks up the silhouettes. Give me an intelligence check, please. Perrin,
What was that again? Sorry.
intelligence check, please.
Sure. Yeah. I'm. No, not a saving throw. Let's not do that. Intelligence ability check normal. Dear Lord, one of these days I'll roll good.
You kind of comprehend some of the stuff he was teaching you about these things, but the mixture, he kind of went over the mixture of what he called the black powder, completely escaped your mind. But you understand the basic function, but you're still not anywhere near being able to be proficient with them.
Does
Fair,
he
no worries.
understand fanning the hammer?
No. All right. After a little while, you two go to the Swollen Anchor. As you walk in the door, there you see the rest of your compatriots, all kind of sitting around the tables, having a little bit of conversation as you come walking in.
Hey guys.
Well, did you learn anything?
Well, I learned tons. You should see these guys. This dude's inventions are insane. These little contraptions, like the little metal tubing shoots these like metal balls at like really really fast speeds, like even faster than I can like swing it out of my sling. It's insane.
Let me see it.
Well, you're gonna have to ask him. I don't have it.
Physic pulls out the revolver and kind of like holds it in both his hands out towards you.
I want to try taking it from him.
As you reach down, your hand is so large it almost
I was
completely
gonna say it's
envelops the
probably
whole pistol.
tiny.
Yeah, compared to you, the pistol is just tiny.
Yeah.
It'd be like a small Smith and Wesson 38 special revolver or something like that.
I'm taking it and I'm like looking in the barrel.
He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he kind of hands it. He goes, "This thing is loaded. Do you want to shoot your eye out?"
I don't understand this.
He goes, just it's you're looking at it. Here, and he takes it from you and he pops out the cylinder and then he hands it back to you without the cylinder in it. He goes, "Here, now you can look down the barrel if you want."
It's too confusing. I'll stick to my own horns.
All right. He takes it back from you, slaps the cylinder in, and he puts it in the like little pouch like thing he's got hanging at his waist.
Perrin, Physic, did you happen to see any of the gray robes?
Not that I can think of.
I didn't see anybody either.
I mean, we were pretty far out of town.
Well, that's good. How good are you? I know you're very slippery, Perrin, but how good are you at watching for others who are being sneaky?
I mean, probably not the greatest, but I mean, I you know me. Come on. Well, actually, to be honest, I think I'm the greatest of all time. But I mean, between you and me, because you're a friend, you know that I have a tendency to get distracted. If you haven't noticed, I mean, I could get like Shale to watch with me, but I don't think it'd be much better.
I'll say this quietly, but we're being followed.
Oh, and Perrin's gonna start spinning around in a circle. Who's following us?
Just keep an eye out for gray robed figures.
And then would I give him a stern talking to, or do I start beating him up?
No, just if you see them, let us know that they're around, and don't don't mention anything about gods or any divine sorts.
What do you? Oh, that's right, because you guys believe in gods. Right.
Yeah, let's keep that on the down low here.
Don't
What
say that they believe in gods. Got it.
you see one individual kind of stand up, kind of walks out the door.
Hmm.
Oh,
Do you want me to follow him?
I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're offering coin for any information on people like us.
Aaron is going to open his bag, and out floats Shale, and I'm gonna be like, follow that guy.
All right. Are
And
you
he's
going to be looking through
I
his eyes?
I will. I'll look at Uruz and be like, hey, do you mind if I hop on your shoulders real quick?
You got it first, mate.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, Captain. And he's gonna hop up on your shoulder, and he's gonna sit there, and he just pulls out. He like crosses his legs on on your shoulder, and like puts his hands together and starts focusing really hard. And I'm gonna start seeing through the eyes of Shale.
Okay.
Shale then goes invisible.
All
So
right. As you do that, he goes in that chance you've seen him do before, where his eyes literally roll into the back of his head, and all that you see is the whites of his eyes. Is you see his little floaty rock friend kind of gets up off the ground, kind of goes in, and then he vanishes, goes invisible, and goes out. As you kind of as you have Shell go out the door, you see the older gentleman kind of look over his shoulder. Looks like he's trying to check to see if anybody's following him. He ducks down. He starts heading south towards the Lord's Palace. There, as soon as you continue to follow him, as he turns around that last corner before heading to the west, there you see a gray robed woman, um, fairly beautiful, but very gaudy jewelry, but very plain, almost you know almost looks like destitute type robes that are
mhm.
gray. Um, you see them kind of whisper something back and forth, and she nods, hands something to him. So he kind of picks something up, kind of shakes it a little bit in his hand. You see a small pouch, slip it is in his pocket, and he heads to the east, and the woman then heads to the west.
I'm gonna follow the woman.
Okay. As you continue to follow the woman, she goes down, takes a right down Horizon Road to where she's heading to the southeast, goes to the city plazas, and it's about that distance where you lose connection.
I'm gonna tell Shale to come back, and I'll kind of look at Uruz and be like, that guy definitely probably told a woman in a gray robe some information. He got paid and dipped, but woman's heading to City Plaza.
Well, guess this is day 1 of 7. We're in this town. I'm sure it's going to get more interesting now.
Well, I think it's gonna be fun.
I think wherever we spend the night, we rotate guard and keep watch.
Makes sense to me.
We'll do it in pairs. All right, let's head to this. Actually, do we want to sleep in an inn tonight, or Physic? Would your
Yeah.
distant relative, you think that'd be safer there, out of sight, out of mind?
I'm not sure. As you know, I'm tend to be a little different from the rest of the family. I just not quite sure how he will be with me, because I tend to make things work, which makes my people a little uncomfortable. But I'm pretty sure he wouldn't like narc on us or anything like that, if that's what you're thinking.
What say you all? Do you trust the gnomes, or well, physically, yeah, we trust you. Do we trust his great, 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 great?
Vixen, they'd be the equivalent of a rock. So his nephew would be considered a rock gnome from where you're at, and actually be a thinker gnome, and the tinker gnome, and he would be a thinker gnome.
Okay.
So a little bit different than a rock in a forest. They're another subclass of gnomes.
Where do you all want to stay? That's, I guess, the better question.
He just Physic just kind of goes, "I'm just here to document," and he starts writing down the books again.
Why are you documenting this again?
Oh, posterity. I just tend to document everything as I'm doing it. That way, I can go back and review things. I think this is why my inventions tend to work, because I document what does and does not work, and then I change what wasn't working to see if I can get it to work. So I have a saying I like to say, and I think this follows along with my tinker cousins, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result makes you a tinker. Changing the thing makes you a thinker. Does that make sense?
Not
You
at
are
all.
You're
smart.
killing me. This is hysterical.
You're a smart one.
Oh, thank you. He kind of just writes down and he goes, "And you are a smart one."
Make sure you don't lose or misplace that book. I'm sure down the line there might be some stories in there that maybe we don't want everyone to hear.
Oh, okay. All right. It's interesting.
Anyways, scratch that out of your book. Anyways, let's just, I guess, let's have one night of comfort. Let's go to the Noble Tavern.
All right.
As you guys go to the inn, you walk in. Philip is there, kind of making preparations for you all. You all kind of go into the inn. The innkeeper is kind of, his eyes go a little wide when he sees Hotak, Kor, and you, Uruz. Oh, sorry. He's not too overly surprised. He's kind of prepared a little bit, but he wasn't expecting as large as creatures as you are. He kind of weighs you all in, and he shows you to your rooms. You have 3 rooms at no cost to you for the night. Fairly comfortable. The women go into one if they want, or however you guys want to split it up. But go through the night, no interference. The next morning you wake up. Everything's copacetic. You go down. You do smell what seems to be some bacon and eggs, and some almost smells like a cooked fruit, and a few other things. So everybody, go ahead and do a long rest.
Hell yeah.
All right. So as you come down in, you see a nice assortment of almost looks like a what are the type of breakfast they call it, a continental breakfast. There you see on the one side on one of the tables just an assortment of different foods and pastries. I just heard something.
Aaron chows down on all of it.
All right. Sorry, I installed Windows 11, and so I'm getting some weird alerts and stuff like that I have not heard in a long time, that I've never heard. So it's like occasionally I'll hear a weird blip, and I'm wondering what it is. So after you guys eat your fill of breakfast, what are you gonna do?
Well, Cole, how bad do you want that metal bird?
She kind of looks at him with the biggest doe eyes and a little pouty face and just kind of goes, a lot.
Well, I mean, I guess if this bird will act a bit more, might bring you happiness like Vixen's pet. But I don't know where we're gonna find basilisk brains and unicorn mane. So we'd have to find out. Garrett and what are your names? Philip and Mary. Philip, yeah. Glad to see you actually looking at us right now.
Sorry, I've been sleeping.
You've been you were so caught up in entertaining that it's just very difficult to speak to. I did find that in the plaza, there's a board where nobles and other people of the town will put jobs that we can do for a coin or perhaps reward. We have 6 more days here. Perhaps we can be a service, or we can go and try doing good deeds around town. Famine seems to be coming in the winter. Uh, they have not a lot of able hands because of the war, and things are just down. So let's pick between the three: the bird, task, or good deeds. Please don't all speak at once.
Perhaps we should see what requests are on the board before we make a specific decision, because there could be information that we
One
need in
second.
that board.
I'm
It
counting
could
my
be something
coin.
we could learn about people or things.
Yeah, I didn't add the. You said it was 25 steel.
Yeah,
Oh
25
my
steel.
god,
Yeah.
I'm rich.
Vixen, that is a fair statement. If we find out what jobs are here, that would help. Philip, you were kind of hazy-eyed. Just keep an eye out for gray robes. They've been watching us for some time. They're starting
Gray
this
goats?
robes. Sorry,
Robes.
my Minotaur tongue sometimes. Common is my second language. Gray robed figures. They're the new order. They're called the Seekers. They worship the new god Galastre. They're kind of you know what, the ritzy nobles wearing cleric robes, if you ask me.
Are
And
they like a new tower robe folk, or
they might be. I haven't decided that yet. We met Keyleaf, Blins, and Hifton last night, and we were being watched as we were in the other tavern, and Perrin and his little rocky friend Shale trailed a tavern patron back, and they shared some information with the Grey Robes, and they went back to the plaza. So, yeah.
you don't think it's gonna be on the exam, the new god and
Uh,
the mage order exam?
just
That'd suck.
I
You know,
I don't know.
I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. I've missed the last 3 years of history. I'm gonna
You,
fail the recent events.
we all have.
Yeah,
Apparently,
but you don't have to take a test to be able to
No.
cast magic.
don't. I think the term or the discussion of certain types of divine magic or should be kept on a down low here, because the mention of gods sparked some serious interest.
Oh no.
So, Hotak, Vixen, Core, and I, we are stowing away any symbolisms of the higher beings, and we can.
Oh, you mean like this necklace that I'm still wearing?
Yes, Garrett, you too. She probably took that away.
Would
I
my
forgot.
great library robe have the God of Knowledge on it? Or is it Paladine?
Sorry, what was that again? Sorry.
My scholar robe wouldn't have any religious
It-
symbols on it, right?
It would have it. It just has the library symbol
Okay.
of the Great Library of Palanthus.
Okay. So that'd be awkward.
No, just it's just the symbol of an open book that's usually on the left breast.
So yeah, let's keep these discussions, and if we have to do any actions, a little more discreet. I know I'm not very stealthy or have a good sleight of hand, but I'll do my best. Anyone else? Anything? Or should we go look at this board?
I'll be honest, the gnome was the first person to come to us, and he's offering us an unknown amount of money.
No, he told you how much money.
How much money was it?
250 still.
That's a lot of steel.
I didn't hear that part. Oh,
I do not
shit.
remember that either.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
he
It,
didn't mention anything about still.
yeah, he did. He said 250 still, and then that's for payment of the basilisk crystal.
And we get the mechanical bird.
Yes, if he didn't want the mechanical bird, it'd be a total of 500 still. He'll give you.
That's a lot of steel. A lot of steel. I'm thinking we just we go, we get Meriden to go find a book on basilisks. We steal it or just borrow it.
Philip, are you still drunk from the night before?
Just shut up. And we get the basilisk information, and we go stab some baskies, and go to the tavern, and have a brew.
Appears the alcohol is taking your mind, but I'm agreeing. This is a relative of Physic here. Perhaps that should be our first priority. Physic helped us.
Is Physic still here?
Yeah, Physic is still with you.
He's writing down everything we say.
Does he know about the
So
god
we're
stuff?
heading to the library.
Yes.
I think Physic's okay with the god stuff because he's from.
Oh yeah,
he's like
before
800
the
years
gods
older
were
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and Core are about 400 years old. So.
Yikes! All right, Grandma and Grandpa, you need a walker.
Just because you're a grandparent does not make you need a walker, you jackass.
Yeah, whatever you say, old man Kane.
But what about
I
when you're?
only wish you look like Core when you're 400 years old.
I think I pooped myself and I need my walker.
You know, walk the poop off.
Physic's a great uncle or something like that, though.
Yep.
Yeah, he's old as dirt.
So as you guys, you head into City Plaza?
I think we're heading to the library to do basilisk research.
But we have to walk through the city plaza to get there anyway.
Oh, yes, Parent, I did see it. And yes, you have it now.
Unless you guys want to walk over by that tower.
No, I don't know if we passed the information on about that, but
Yeah, I don't go
there's
by there. I
there's something
avoid
not
that whole
right.
district.
Was that tower there before?
Yes.
It's always been there.
Since
what's up with it?
I've been here, yeah. It's like corrupted or cursed or something. I just know when we first joined the library, a bunch of us youngins, we went over there and we were like, I dare you to get closer. And then, none of us even got to the gate. I think I was 20 feet from it. Bravest one of us got like within 10 feet.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
Parents seen some things, but I didn't want to get any closer. That tower where we got the off fueling.
Oh, right. Yeah, what about it?
No, just talking about it. Did you see anything there?
I saw stuff. Don't know what
Very
it was, but I
descriptive.
saw something.
Yeah, whatever it is, probably not good.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Should we just raid the tower? I mean, it's got things in it, I imagine. Might be basilisk crystals. What is it? It's an old mage's tower, right, Mary?
Well, yeah, it's one of the old towers of high sorcery.
I mean, if we were to raid that, I bet you we could find a basilisk crystal and just save ourselves the trouble.
I don't really want to go near it.
I mean,
Like it I would rather stand in front of a wolf with no weapons than go to the Tower of High Sorcery.
You've done that twice, so I would imagine
Yep.
you're pretty okay with that. Versus going to a place you've never been.
I've been there. It's not like, again, I got 20 feet from the door, and something deep inside of me said, "Don't go there." Something primal.
Sense of gold.
I'm sending it to you right now, Vixen.
You think
But
it's
we can walk by the city plaza on the way to the Great Library, or I can break off from you guys while you guys look at all the things in the city plaza.
Mary,
Why
no
can I not
offense.
send it
I'm
to
fairly
you?
certain if you walk off, you're gonna get killed by wolves.
There,
You seem to be
I have
very
never
unlucky.
seen wolves in the city of Palantis. The guards are
Yeah.
pretty decent at keeping wolves and other predatory creatures out.
Yeah, and I've never seen dragons before, and then I
I
died.
I never used to
So-
carry a dagger when I left the Great Library. I carried a dagger in the library to help me cut open old books that got stuck together. Like, that was it.
I've never
And letters.
died, but here I am, alive after being murdered to death.
Why can't I not transfer that?
That's true.
It's a crazy world. You got a famine going on, apparently. I guess I was too busy playing music. Didn't catch that one.
Philip, can you make
Thanks, man.
yourself look like you're wearing my clothes?
Yeah, I could.
Oh, then
I
both of
mean-
us can probably go in the library.
I mean, I'm gonna be blunt. If your educational institution doesn't have a method of seeing through glamours, I'm very concerned for what lies there. Like, that's basic magic.
Well, yeah, but I don't. Pretty sure they don't check it at the door.
All right, Vixen, you should have that in your inventory.
There's
Yeah.
probably areas that, there would be stuff for that.
I mean,
Yeah,
we can try it. The worst thing that happens is I get arrested.
Why
Yeah.
is your name
Again.
IO?
Oh, I might have just accidentally deleted it.
I was like, what is going on? I'm like trying to find your character when I'm trying to transfer stuff around for you. I was like, why can I not find it's not listing you for some reason? That's weird. All right, but yeah, you got it in your inventory now, just to let you know.
So yeah, let's just go to the city plaza and we can figure out what we want to do from there.
Yeah, I'm sure the city plaza will change many things.
Yeah.
Where
There's
are
so much
we?
stuff there.
You're
We're
in the Noble's Way right about here.
Nice.
oh, did we sleep already?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Oh,
the next
okay.
morning. All right, can we take a quick 5-minute break while you guys make your way to the city plaza?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need some more water, so let's come back at in 5 minutes, and then we'll pick back up.
Perfect. Just
Hell
enough time to
yeah.
pee. Be right back.
Long rested. I'm no longer hurt. I don't know why I was hurt to begin with.
Are we gonna get jumped by fake cultists?
Probably.
Yeah, I have to subtract one spell.
Well, what's the difference between a real and a fake cultist?
You know what? I think I should just said we're gonna get jumped by cultists.
Fake cultists worship a fake cult actor.
Oh, okay.
Like these guys, whereas Uba was in a real cult. They worshipped a real god, but everybody was like, he's not real anymore. But joke was on them. He was real, and he was still fucking shit up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Like releasing Gargoth from his fucking shield.
Hell yeah. Dude, there's a fucking TV series about Uma and Gargoth fucking up the hells right now.
And then randomly calling in Gareth and be like, hey, remember that favor you owe me? Garen,
Nah,
that's it, Garen.
That's when they took the fight to the abyss. Dude, I want to buy some fucking like enchantment to put on my horns.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I think you would need somebody to cast that, like, basically spend spell slots every day for a whole week to get it to stick.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe just like have them etch some runes into my horn. Fucking crazy.
Get the tattoo of what is it, Blood Fury or whatever it's called.
The what?
So there's a tattoo that came out, I think it's either Tasha's or Sanithar's. Yeah, it's Tasha's.
Yeah.
And it basically makes it to where anybody that gets it becomes a barbarian plus whatever their class is. And a barbarian that gets it gets to do shit tons more damage.
Way.
Yeah.
What?
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Dude, I don't know what happened to 5e tools, but it's dead.
What? No.
Yeah, I guess their server like went down or something. You can go on Reddit and look up what happened, and there's like a mirror of it. They're going through some shit.
It just went down. Coincidence? Like a mirror GitHub. Okay, it's an item. It's a tattoo. It's like the only legendary tattoo. Yeah, Blood Fury tattoo. This one does take up your like whole body though. It has 10 charges and regains all of them daily at dawn. Tattoo is on your skin. You gain the following benefits. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend a charge to deal an extra 4d6 necrotic damage to the target, and you regain a number of hit points equal to the necrotic damage dealt. When a creature you can see damages you, you can expend a charge and use your reaction to make a melee attack against that creature, with advantage on your attack roll. I want that on a Berserker Barbarian. 4 attacks around. And there's a bunch of other tattoos, like absorbing tattoos that just absorb a damage. So you get resistance, and then you can use your reaction to gain immunity, and then hit with that same amount, I think. Oh no, it regains hit points now. Okay.
What are all these?
The tattoos? They're fucking cool.
Barrier tattoo while you're not wearing armor. Your armor class is 18.
Yeah. It's super good armor.
I have an idea for a character that like doesn't have a class, but in fact he just gets new tattoos. I wonder if it'd be possible, because I just think that would be dope.
The ones that require attunement, you can only get 3 of them.
I'm back.
Unless you go Artificer, and then they can be like, it can get like 6.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you would do that. You would have to be an artificer. Hmm.
All right, let's do roll call. See who's here. Corey, you here? Nope. Garrett. Kotak? Oh, okay.
Here,
Kotak?
I'm here.
Mary?
I'm here.
Parent? Philip?
President.
Urus?
Oh,
Vixen?
Yep.
All right, looks like we're just waiting for Core.
So, man, I think I know why the one of your add-ons isn't working.
What's that?
The one that you like drag and drop stuff. 5e tools is
What?
down.
No, is it really?
Yeah.
yeah, I think they might have got like corporately fucked.
No.
Somebody made a Reddit post an hour ago, so it literally just went down right when we started to.
Well, that's probably my problem. which sucks. Which means I'm actually gonna have to get the D&D Beyond stuff working then.
Dude,
Well,
D&D Beyond such a cash grab.
It is.
It
And that's what I
is.
hate about
But
it.
at the same time, I also really do like the site. I'll defend D&D Beyond just purely based on the fact that like I've purchased everything through D&D Beyond and I have a subscription and I love it.
I do like how you can, if you own the book, you can just put it in
Yeah.
as homebrew and just make it private.
Hold on a second.
I enjoy it just because it's nice as a player. As a DM, it's not the greatest, but as a player, it's really nice just to have everything keep track of.
Well, as a DM, it's nice to be able to look at what your players doing and being like, how the fuck did
Yeah.
you get that?
Yeah, it is nice to be able to view like player character sheets and stuff like that.
So is there Reddit going on about 5e tools right now?
Yeah. Hang on. I'll post the link in the Discord.
Well, I'm part of their Discord group too. I'm gonna jump out there, see what they're saying.
Yeah, I left their Discord group.
You left their Discord?
Yeah, because I wasn't. Oh no, I am still there. Huh. Thought I left. Yeah, every message fails to load though.
Nice.
Let's see.
Basically kicked out of
it. There you go. There's the Reddit post.
Oh, they're revamping the server right now.
Oh, is that what they're doing? Okay.
Yeah. So news, because of a massive influx of users, who would have thought, huh? I have decided to revamp a server a bit. I removed the need to receive tool role to chat on the server. Oh no, that's the 5e Tools Discord channel.
Everybody on Reddit. Oh my god, this was the best tool ever. I'm gonna cry myself out.
Yeah, I may actually have to.
So I'm listening to Critical Role Season 1, and I'm pretty sure half the people in it were using 5e tools because they were like, let me just look it up online.
Yeah,
you know, before D&D Beyond was a thing.
Yeah, no, they were. That's the thing is, 5e tools have been around for years and years, but they hit another site recently too. 5e tools did. It's called Trove, and so that's where I would get a lot of. Yeah, it's still down too, but they got hit by a copyright strike.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Cora, are you here?
It's down.
Yep.
Oh, okay, we're back. All right, so that means I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get this stuff to work differently then. Okay.
Oh yeah, so Trove and them just got attacked. Damn.
Yeah, the Trove got hit a while back. So, as you guys are heading down towards the city plaza, takes you probably about 30 minutes or so to get there. As you get there, the city plaza has a little bit going on, not a whole lot. There's a few vendor booths set up. Outside of that, it's just kind of people milling about, going their way through different, kind of heading off to different areas of town. You do see in the middle of the city plaza, there's a set of gallows. Next to that gallows, there's a large board, and it looks like it has multiple papers that are hammered, nailed to it, and stuff like that.
Oh, is it a fucking bounty hunting board?
You think any basilisks are on the board?
Well, Perrin's gonna run up and look at it.
Yeah,
How'd you
I
go
wanna
up?
read all of the things.
Can Perrin actually look at it, or is it too high up for normal people?
Okay, listen here.
Perrin can stand on my shoulders.
That's right.
Yeah, let's do it, Perrin.
Let's go.
Throw a trench coat around them and they make one person.
Hell yeah.
That's generous.
As you
Yeah, we're
quickly,
like 5 feet together.
as you kind of jump up on his shoulders, and as you jump up on her shoulders, you start looking around there, Perrin. You see a posting by not Physic, but by
He works fast.
not Physic. What was his?
Grumblebutt.
I don't know.
Physics' old nephew.
What is his nephew's name now?
Picklesworth.
Can't remember.
Was that the one? It started with a trench sticker.
No, that's Physic.
Oh.
Scroll back up.
No. What is going on?
Perrin, who'd you hang out with yesterday?
Huh?
What was his name?
That's
Well,
physics. We're looking
that's
what his
physics.
nephew is.
Yeah, his nephew's name.
Wasn't it Tizik? Did I write it down? No, I didn't.
That sounds right.
It started with
Was
a
it
T. I know that.
It's Tizzle.
Tizzle?
Sounds right.
Harry?
Is it Tizzle?
Terry? Did someone just say Terry?
Yeah,
I think it may have been
should be
Tizzle.
Terry.
It's Tizzle.
Drip.
Is it Tizzle?
Think
So it sounds
so.
familiar. It's either a WoW gnome or. We could call him Sparkle Gem. We'll never forget that.
No. It's not Sparkle Gem.
Best part is, even if there is a Sparkle Gem, no one would know. Because Vixen never knew Pawnee. Godspeed,
It's true.
Pawnee.
I miss Pawnee. How's Pawnee doing? Has anybody talked to him lately?
We hung out with
yeah.
him the other day.
I think I talked to him last
playing
night or
Goose
2
Goose
nights ago.
Duck.
Goose Duck, huh?
I think it was 2 nights ago. I think last night I was
Well, tell him hi
watching
from
anime.
me next time you see him. Huh.
I think it's
I
Tizzle.
seriously?
It sounds
I
familiar.
think Tizzle's right. So, but you see a posting from Physics' nephew asking for noble adventurers to hunt down a basilisk skull, a basilisk crystal, or the hair of the mane of a unicorn. And it says 500 gold, 500 steel for the reward.
Joe, he's fucking cheating us. He only offered us what, 250?
Well, if we don't get the
250 with
bird,
a bird.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
we got
that's
a
So we
deal
are.
for the bird. We got the
There
bird
is
plan.
there is another one that's asking for investigation into disappearance of city guards to the west of the city. Those patrols have disappeared to the west of the city.
Basilisk did it.
There is a reward of 150 gold, 150 steel for that. There is also a clearing of the roadway between Palanthus and the High Claire's Tower. I should say delivery of gold and delivery of goods and clearing of the roadway between Palanthus and the High Claire's Tower. No, doesn't mention of a reward, but it says once completed, present the writ of completion to the Lord's Palace. And that is all that's currently on the board.
Did we know that there was a High Cleric's tower, or is that new?
High Clarist. So, yeah, it's been there.
Well, these seem.
It's
fairly
a
simple.
very well known tower.
Yeah, I thought you said cleric. Never
It's 50 miles outside the town.
Let me look. Yep, actually, it's more like probably.
Where's the legend?
Yeah, it's about 50 miles to the southeast. You go through the small town of Yaris to get to it.
We should.
You're familiar with that. You're familiar with the pathway.
If we manage our time right, we should be able to do all 3 of these. We can start with the bird, then perhaps clear the roadway, and then find out what happened to the guards.
Boyd.
Philip,
Boyd. Yes.
what are you mumbling?
I'm just thinking about birds. So,
Yes.
how much gold are we getting in total? Steel? Can't get that gold. 250
250
from
steel.
Physic Junior.
I think his name was Tizzle.
I do not care what his name was. He'll tell us when we see him again. Physic, you remember. You wrote it down in your book.
He kind of goes through it and goes, yes, It's Tizzle, my nephew Tizzle.
Yep.
Honestly, I know I wrote it down somewhere, but I can't find it now.
Tizzle it is.
So Tizzle it is.
Well, the day's young. If we find out where basilisk and unicorns are, hopefully not too far, we can start with that. If they're a great distance, perhaps we save that for last.
But we're looking for unicorns. I don't think we want to look for unicorns.
If we want to find the unicorn, that's how the bird speaks.
Yeah, but remember what the feature we wanted to add onto the verb?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that feature.
But it's a great feature. It was a great suggestion. I think we should go look for the unicorn. That's why it's called a feature, right?
Well, how about we just find out where they are? If it's too far, then we won't go for it.
All right. So, Mary, we're going into the library.
Okay.
So are you taking the posts or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doer's
tear 'em.
gonna grab all three and tuck them into his bag.
Okay, you grab all 3 posts.
Wait. Oh, is it just the delivery of goods and clearing roadway? Okay. I thought that was 2 different things.
No, it's just one. Sorry, my eyes are like wigging out right now, guys. I apologize. Oh. All right. So, which direction you guys head first? You head south towards the High Clars Tower, or you head to the west to see where the trolls have disappeared to, or do you go into the
bookstore.
library? All right.
The book library.
All right.
Because
So
we need to know where basilisks are.
okay, as you kind of wander around for about 45 minutes, it takes you to get to the Great Library. That particular road, the what is it? The aesthetics what row? It takes a little bit before you get there. It's a fairly busy road. But as you get to the corner there, you see in front of you a massive gray, almost like granite building in front of you. You know, Mary, it's very recognizable by you. You get the kind of slight pull of and homesickness as you look upon it. There you stand in front of the Great Library. The alabaster white fence, stone fence that comes around. There is the gate in front of you, and the walkway towards the door, the double doors of the Great Library.
Okay.
So, do I need to disguise myself in robes or?
Yeah.
All right. Do they have like an alley or somewhere not in front of the doors? Because I feel
Yeah,
like
it's like right over there.
I want to walk up to the doors.
All right. I'm going to disguise self and look.
Okay, give me a disguise self roll. Give me a okay. Let's see.
It's magic.
Oh, all right.
So
There you stand in front of the. There you are, looking similar to Mary, but there you stand in front of the doors. Garrett's there, standing, waiting for you guys to come up. As you come up to the doors, there you see the very cold-looking doors before you. There, Philip, Mary.
I go to open them, and then I move to the other side of like where they stand.
Yeah, they don't open; they're locked, which is very surprising to you.
These aren't supposed to ever be locked.
Is
there a knocker?
There is.
Actually, no. I don't even give a shit. I cast knock.
Okay.
Open the door.
Does not. Do you feel the magic fizzle out as soon as you cast it onto the door?
Okay. Garrett, could you knock on the door?
Did you your library card?
You don't pay for a library card.
As you come up, you throw the knocker down. Boom. Once you kind of hear it echo through the building. A second time, boom, echoes through the building. There you there's a slide on the door that slides open. You see a young-looking pair of eyes come through. He goes, "What do you want?"
I seek information.
Why is the door locked?
The library has been closed for years.
How long has been years?
At least 2.
Oh, well, I haven't been here since 6 years ago, I believe.
Oh, well,
Yeah, where was our letter? We are members of this library.
that's impossible. All apprentices and scribes were let go.
I didn't get a letter saying that I was let go, so
He kind of glances over at you, Philip. You expect me to have that disguise to fool me?
well, no, but
It would
someone
have
said it
dissipated
would
as
work.
soon as you walk through this door. At that point, he slides the thing closed.
Philip, I told you you should have just kept your robe with you. You shouldn't have left it.
You hear the boom of the knocking again. The slide opens. What do you want?
Like I said before, I seek knowledge, information.
The library is closed.
Do you still
To
have
everybody?
books?
It's closed to. It's only open to the few scribes that are still here, and they're all inside now.
What about the saviors of? The fuck are we from?
Knight's Landing.
Knight's Landing.
What part do you not understand of the library is closed?
How do we unclose it? We need the books.
The savior of
Who
Knight's Landing.
are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Oh, don't get into
What
it
right
now.
do you have to ask me? Who are you?
I'm Meriden Moonstar.
Knight's Landing.
Meriden Moonstar. Never heard of you.
Well, I've never seen you before. I think I outrank you now, even though I'm still an apprentice.
I doubt that. Sorry, let me look up something.
I forgot the name of the guy that's in
This
charge.
himself hired me.
What'd you say? Your voice cut out.
Astinus himself hired me.
Insight check.
Go for it. It's just one S.
Us to anus?
As far as you can tell, Mary, he is telling the truth.
Oh shit.
I won't tell him I trained Asinus.
Doubt that Astinus has been here for years.
Yeah, he's super old.
You're gonna tell me you chained the great librarian? The one who's been here?
I was an apprentice under Linestra. Where's she at?
Again?
Linestra. Where's she at?
Linestra? You're gonna have to fill me in on who Linestra was there, Mary. I can't remember.
That was my master.
Not the one that you were.
Yeah, that's the same one. Linestra Woodenstone? Yeah. Linestra Woodenstone.
Hold on just a second. I'm gonna pull you into the Vault of Secrets.
Oh, we got secrets.
Hold on a second. Where are you? There you are. So, just to make sure I understand, she's dead though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretending to be another one of her apprentices that has just been gone, because she was all about like finding ancient artifacts, and I'm pretending to be one of the ones that like has been gone for 6 years and doesn't know that she's dead.
Okay. All right. Okay, dropping us back in.
Okay.
Type of information you got?
Linestra, you say?
Yes.
What association do you have with her?
I'm one of her apprentices.
He kind of gets a very solemn look on his face. It's like, I'm sorry, young one, but she is no longer with us.
What?
part of the reason why the library is closed.
They closed the library?
And
Her
Mary's
have
gonna
been-
like sit down on the steps.
I apologize. At this point, you
Um,
actually see the door actually open up, and he comes stepping out, and he pulls the door behind him. Well, as you see step out, it's a blonde man, mid-30s, very like ostentatious look to him. Kind of sits down next to you, puts his hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "I'm sorry. What was your name again?"
Meriden Moonstar.
I apologize, Meriden. She is. There's questions around her untimely ending of this mortal realm, and others like her. So that is why the library doors have been closed.
What happened?
Well, it started with her. I'm not quite sure how long ago, but then others were systematically murdered, both in the halls and outside the halls of the library. So we closed it to general public and let go any scribes that were not in direct confidence of Astinus himself.
Oh God.
Holy shit!
Hmm. That's Philip has a perplexed look on his face.
He
Could
kind of looks at you, Mary. He looks at you and he goes, "Would you know of any knowledge that potentially escaped the library that may have been in question? Because we think that's actually what started it. There was rumor that Lenestra had found something of interest, and the body count started going up from there."
Mary,
no. I don't know of anything. But
ask their relationship with the gray robed people.
oh yeah, who are these gray
kinda-
robed people?
He kind of just puffs out and he goes, "The Seekers, those disgusting fools, trying to say there's new gods. The gods left us all long ago.
Yeah, there are
Why
no
would
gods. That's dumb.
Why would the gods even? Why would any gods want to come here? They abandoned us all."
Maybe she found something out about the gods. Was your mentor perhaps gatekeeper, librarian master? We didn't get your name.
Ah, my name. I am the librarian Delphi.
Do I know him?
Delphi?
Yes, you actually do know who he is.
Okay.
He was a he wasn't a confidant per se of Astinus, but he was one of the scribes. He was one of the few scribes that would actually take the writings of Astinus when he was done and to put them into the libraries themselves, the uh, the vault of the libraries.
And how
'Cause
young
there
is
was
he?
mid-30s.
Oh, okay. When you said
knew
young,
he was
I thought like 18, 17. I
no,
was like, who
his-
is this
through-
fucking kid?
like through the eyes, like through like his facial features, like his brow and his cheekbones and around his eyes, he looks very, very young. But you can definitely tell like looking at his body and like just the rest of him, he looks to be in his 30s, but his eyes just kind of throw you off. They're very piercing blue eyes, and he has this blonde hair.
Delphi, do you
Yes.
know what Linstra, sorry, common, not my native tongue, what she was researching near the time of her demise?
The only people who really knew were her scribes themselves, and you have one here with you.
Mary, would you know?
No, I was sent to go to some archaeological site. Uh,
Hmm. What was that about?
uh, I don't know. Never got to it.
Why?
Decided not to. quit, basically.
I don't know.
Because I joined the Great Library to read books, not to explore the world.
When she sent you there, was it urgent?
No, it was just some ruins. I was supposed to decipher what was written and bring it back to her, but I figured I would leave, and if I didn't come back in 6 months, they would just send somebody else.
Delphi, do you know of any records of if anyone else got sent?
Not that I'm aware of. When Lanesta, when her demise was made known, there was only one individual that was under investigation, and he was arrested accordingly and then escaped. Not sure what happened to him.
What was his name?
Need to pull you up again there. Mary, hold on.
We digging.
What's your real name?
Nias Hummingway.
Nias.
Yeah.
Nias Hummingway. All right. Okay. The individual was named Nias Hummingway.
And why exactly were they under investigation?
Well, they were found guilty of the murder of Lanesta. But since he escaped, others have dropped. Others have met demises, and we're thinking potential serial killer of some sort. He's no longer in the prisons, and other scribes have been found dead. That's why the doors have been closed.
Well, let me assure you, we mean you no harm, especially as one of our own is an apprentice of whatever order you still have, and at that, an apprentice of one of your heads, Lenestra, before she passed. Do you think we could come inside? Again, we mean you no harm, we'll just have to research.
Kind of breathes a heavy sigh, kind of looks around, and he goes, "Do a persuasion check for me, Uruz."
Okay. Where the fuck's my character sheet? Let's go. Ooh, I'm good with persuasion.
All right. He goes, "Let me check with Astinus himself. I'll be back shortly."
All
Guy
right.
stands up. He waves his hand over the doors. You hear the click of the door. He walks in, closes it behind him. You hear another click. After about 30 minutes of you all sitting on the steps waiting, the doors open up. The slider opens up, and he goes, "You may come into the foyer only." He opens the door, and opens the door. You see in this general foyer entryway multiple desks. There's a large desk behind there. You see on the far south wall. You see what looks to be a couple of other possibly scribes or librarians there, kind of going through some cards and stuff. The tables, they look to be clean, but there's no books out on them. Nobody's sitting at them. Delphi turns around, looks at you all, and he goes, "Please have a seat at any one of the tables, and what can we help you with?"
Mary, you know this. Explain what we need or what you wish to acquire.
We need a book to find out about basilisks, like where they roam, how they do things, and also a book on unicorns. I know, and where we might be able to find one of them. If we can find one of them, I'm pretty sure they're not real.
Basilisks and unicorns. Let me see what I can find. He kind of walks over, talks to the two people behind the desk. They both immediately go through a set of doors, one on each side, and just disappear. He goes, we're checking to see what type of materials we have on those.
Do we need to find out about trolls too?
Mr. Moonstar, would you have anything to donate to the library?
Uh, hmm.
Who?
Oh,
Mary.
the book on dragon languages after I finish them. Because I
have a
finished
book.
reading it, so I pull out the book of the dragon language, like how to speak dragon 101.
Oh, by the way, give me your last intelligence check for me, by the way.
You said I did that already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, on the
Oh, so
boat
yeah,
right
you do.
here.
That's right. You do speak Draconic now.
Yeah.
He kind of. So do you hand him the book?
Yep. I handed him the book on the dragon
Kind of
language.
goes, where did you find this lost book?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Kind of looks it over, kind of
I
wipes it
wanna
off,
give him
kind
my
of
book
opens it up.
and tell
What
him
book?
from this place.
What book do you have?
The complete history of the killer or whoever they were.
You're breaking up. I couldn't understand you. Sorry.
The complete history of the people that we just came from that place.
Oh, the
Killing Wars or whatever they were called.
oh, the family.
Cuff cards.
Oh, the complete
Yeah.
history and the family history of the Cutcarth. He kind of
Yes.
looks it over. He goes, "The Cutcarths? Never heard of them, but a welcome donation." And he kind of looks back
Horrible
at
people.
the Draconic book, and he's like, "This tome has been searched for many of years. Thank you for returning it home." So, where did you find it again? Did you say?
Cuthcart. Place that I didn't know existed. It took me 3 years to get that book. 3 years.
Interesting. Wait, how did you? Kind of goes back, sets the two books on the table. One of the scribes comes forward, places a book on the table. He kind of picks it up, brings it over. And he goes, "Mr. Moonstar, here's the one on the basilisk you were looking for. The unicorn is still being looked for. I don't know if we can actually find anything on those.
Right? Like
They're few and far between, and not known to actually exist anymore."
Yeah, I like lean over and I go, there's a crazy gnome in town looking for its taint hair. Like, what is that? Who looks for that?
Delphi kind of chuckles at that. He goes, "That's a little strange. I just don't know how they would think that they even would have that, but okay."
Or gnome is just gonna get a bad rep.
So as he hands you the book, there you have it's the hunting patterns and the reproductive styles, the hunting patterns, the behaviors, hunting patterns, and reproductive cycles of the basilisk is the name of the book.
Okay.
He goes, "How long will you be taking this book with you?"
7 days at most. That's when we will be leaving Palanthus for sure.
Very well. We shall keep the book. We will we'll try to possibly transcribe the book of Draconic for you, so you'll have your own personal copy. But thank you for returning it.
Thank you.
And with that, he goes, "Let me go back and check to see if there's anything on unicorns." He goes back, gone for about another 10, 15 minutes, comes out, and he goes, "I apologize, but there's nothing of that nature here."
Yeah, I figured.
They're mythical creatures.
Yeah.
They said at one point they did exist, but don't know if they ever actually do anymore.
They did exist.
It was rumored to, yes.
Oh. Kind of like there's rumors that other things exist, like orcs and stuff.
What?
We know those are fictional.
What are those? Never heard of them.
Philip here has a book that talks about them extensively.
Oh yeah.
Some
I mean,
some
some
dwarf
of them-
despises them In all
So-
actuality, I think they're just renamed ogres, but I'm not sure.
I think they're just big goblins. Every description that
Kind
I
of looks at you.
see.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "May I see this book?"
I'm still reading it, but yes, I pull out the
As you go to reach
Tales
for
of
it,
the-
you do not have it.
son of a bitch. It appears it is not currently in my possession. Piran, my friend, you wouldn't have happened to pick up a book about a green dragon killing group, would you?
Green
No,
dragons don't
nothing of the
exist.
sort.
It's a fictional tale, as far as I can tell.
Clearly. They fight dragons all the time.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. But Perrin, have you picked up a book? Maybe I dropped it somewhere and you had picked it up for me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
As he kind of looks at you, he goes, "Is that all, Mr. Moonstar? I apologize for having to break the news to you about
It's a book.
the rest there.
Yes.
It happens."
Mary,
I'll keep a lookout.
maybe
For
ask
Nias.
if you can find out what Linestar's last research was.
I don't think anybody here knows.
Well, I'm sure she has some stuff somewhere.
Did she have any personal effects that I
Um,
could?
We did have a few of her personal items.
Maybe I can figure out what she was looking for.
Very well. He kind of looks you up and down. He goes, "First of all, if you were a scribe of Lanesta, tell me one thing of her that you would know that pretty much no one else would, but her and her scribes."
She knows how to work that dump truck.
Oh. Mm. That nobody else would know of her?
It's a little something she put as a safeguard for her research.
I know she did this to a lot of our eyes, and I like lean in so he can see them. The
tattoos
runes.
on.
Yeah.
Okay. He kind of takes a step back, smiles, nods, disappears for a few minutes, comes back, hands you a small bundle of items. Just hands it to you. He goes, "We've respected her last wishes, and no one has opened this."
How many apprentices did she have?
He kind of Delphi kind of looks around. He goes, "Well, the librarians themselves. There's no. We hire our own apprentices and scribes on a regular basis.
That's
Could
fair.
be anywhere from 1 to hundreds.
Sometimes
Depends
the
on how
library.
deep they're.
Yeah. Sometimes the
Depends on.
library gets people, and then they pick from them, or they just grab their own people.
It's almost their own network of scribes and librarians to help feed information to here.
I'm just gonna say this now. Perhaps this transaction of her belongings stays unspoken of. You might be now top member of a hit list, my good friend Mary.
Good point.
You do notice that Delphi kind of raises his eyebrows and he's like, "Never thought of that. Mary, you may want to watch your back at this point."
Yeah.
He's in good hands.
I hope so. Seems like a bright young man.
So I now have her personal effects.
Yeah,
Might
I'll
wanna,
I'll write them all down for you and get you.
Okay.
To you.
might want to ask about those tests you guys always keep talking about.
Yeah, is there an do you know if there's an expiration date on the test of high sorcery?
He kind of looks at you and he goes, "Ah, your time has come."
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. That's when we got the letters. We got.
There is no expiration. The tower will find you when it's your time.
Okay.
Apparently it's not been our time for 3 years.
I mean, getting that dragon language book was fucking hard.
Well, appreciate it and thank you. I must sadly say, I must ask you all to leave.
Okay.
Are
The
we
library is still technically closed.
able to return if we come back here? If we need any more information at a later date.
Send note, and we'll see what we can answer for you when you return the book.
Okay. Thank you again. What's his name? Mary's a lot better with names than I am.
Delphi.
Delphi. Thank you again, Delphi.
You're welcome. Mary, is there... I wish I would have had better news for you, but sadly, I apologize again for your loss. He kind of opens the door and kind of motions for you to leave.
I begin walking out.
All right. As you all funnel out of the doors, you hear the doors close behind you with a loud thunk, and you hear the locks click into place once again.
I want to look around, see if anyone was watching the doors as we came out.
You do see a looks like one of the Seekers standing across the road,
Motherfuckers!
watching. Kind of gets a... You recognize this one. It's the female. She has a slight grin on her face.
Is she
Looks at you,
human
Uruz.
or
Yeah,
elf?
she's human.
I don't look at her.
She's human. She looks at you, Uruz, nods.
I nod back.
We want to stop him.
I want to go try to flank her.
She just still stands there, leaning up against the wall.
I glare at her.
Pay her no heed, people. We know what they're about.
Bad folk. Would you like me to try and attempt to take care of this, or...
No, if we start trouble now, it's going to be a long few days.
Well, are they of significant power in this region?
They're all nobles.
They have a bit of a weird following.
They're cultist nobles, if you ask me.
Barry's gonna pull out.
Refraining from commenting, but I can make her rather not wish to remember what she just seen, if that is necessary. But if I
It's a little
fail,
scary there sometimes, Philip.
Philip, you're quite attractive. I don't think you know. Like, what are you gonna do?
right. Do you want
We're
me
like,
to
look
move
how
forward?
ugly I am. Like, you're super pretty.
Thank you. Regardless, do we want to make? I can suggest her to forget what she's seen.
I think
I mean,
we might
well,
have just
that
set a good trap.
I'm pretty sure suggestion only lasts 8 hours.
I mean, yes, but you know.
And then they'd probably be
I
like,
could
you.
suggest that she forgets. That's 8 hours to forget seeing us come out of the library.
But then she'd remember and be like, they cast a spell on me, and then they'd probably be
This
like, we need to
point,
murder them.
She just kind of walks away.
Put it this way.
We could just mug her.
They know we were in the library. If we have conflict in the next day, then we know that they mean to harm us. If we don't, they're still just watching.
I mean, if we know that they mean bad news, what are we gonna do? There's still nobility. We can't just up and... I guess we could just up and leave.
If
It's
we're
only
out
if
of
we have any
town,
roots.
if we're out of town and we have to dispatch them, who knows who dispatched them? Might not have been us. As long as we hide the body after.
I need to read this Basilisk book.
all
perhaps
be here for the night.
somewhere.
I mean,
It's
we could leave now if you want to. I just need to walk and read.
Okay, so that one did work.
How would you
Yeah, we could buy a cart.
skim through it? Skim
You guys
through it
need
to the
lots of
hunting
carts.
patterns.
Core, would you be against me sitting on you and reading this while we
Oh my god.
go?
He asked.
Yeah.
That's it's a strange request to ask me, but I think the proper term is "Core may he ride you."
What?
I need. It's hard to walk and read.
You know, some of that bareback riding.
Oh god.
I don't. What?
I
don't
think the answer is no. Let's drop this course.
I mean,
Oh, jeez.
Put it in reverse, Harry. Put it in reverse.
And ride on you.
Jesus.
Just. I was just gonna sit upon
I don't
her.
mind if you'd like to. I don't mind it. But, also, I just
Or, I don't know
realized
if you want to open this
something.
avenue. If you open this avenue, we're all going to be asking for rides.
I mean,
Oh boy.
Okay,
Mary doesn't.
I'm restarting the server
You'd
real quick.
like
I'm
to.
disabling a module.
I don't think Mary weighs a lot. I shouldn't be too
You may see the server drop and then come back
Also,
online.
server drop, so I don't know.
I just remembered something. I may have information on unicorns.
What?
What?
Well, not
Well,
me
this is out of the blue
generally,
and
but
kind of. Oops, sorry.
I may know someone who may know of unicorns. I mean, I'm a little surprised that y'all didn't think that they existed.
Oh, that's way too heavy. Like, me. I'm a lengthy
But
bastard.
yes,
Are they close? Do you have a way to communicate with them?
I'm
don't think I
not
even know what a
sure how
unicorn
I
is.
would communicate with them, but I do know they're back home.
Where is home?
She told us last time.
The Darkenwood.
Darkenwood. Is that close?
No, it's a whole
Ish.
continent away.
Oh.
It's directly straight south of us, and then one continent down.
Well then.
He's rolling so much. We're all gonna die.
No, I figured out how to get something working, so that's.
Are people throwing stones at us?
No, sorry. I was working on some stuff and I got it working. So.
Well, perhaps then if they're a great distance away, maybe Physic here, if he's going to keep traveling with us, can find out how to what do those tinkerers call it? Install the ability to speak if we ever make it that far south.
I can do it.
Good job.
Hell, I'm the one who gave my nephew the idea.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Thanks, Physic.
You're
You know,
welcome.
you're always the most reliable, even if you pass up the opportunity to get a book in the world's greatest library.
I document things.
I'm slightly curious to what end, but yeah.
Document to document. That's a strange question, but okay.
I mean,
So are we gonna hunt this basilisk first? Because if we don't, I feel really bad getting this book.
No, let's
I mean, yes,
find.
We could have gotten anything more useful.
250 steel.
Find their hunting
That's a lot of
patterns.
steel.
Okay.
And perhaps we can start there.
We could go buy armor. We could actually get like armor and
Yeah.
things to protect ourselves, so I don't get
Do-
murdered to death by wolves.
Do we want to go shopping before we go, or
We have no money.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
That's why we're
poor.
doing.
Okay.
That's why
Actually,
we're doing these
What do you
quests.
mean you
Hector,
have no money?
you
I'm
made
poor.
us three made 25.
oh, did we each both get 25? I thought it was 25 in total.
That's what I'm saying. All three of us got a total of 25 steel.
Yeah, I didn't put any of it in my inventory.
I pocketed it, so I have money.
You're a little loot goblin there, Philip.
It's 25 steel.
He told me
Can I
part
make
of his
for
background. It
performing?
makes sense. It makes sense.
And my clothes.
Oh, we have 15 platinum? Holy shit.
All right. So, which direction you guys heading? South? To the
We do
west?
know about, we do know about the thing. We need to go southeast on the Knight's High
Yeah,
Road.
to the High Claris Tower.
And then while
That's
we do
where-
that, while we're moving, I can read about basilisks and I can look at where they are. Does that sound like good?
Sure.
Sure.
How long is it going to take us to get to the High Claris Tower?
It's like 50 miles. Like,
Yes, it's about 3 days. So it'd be 3 days
So
down
do-
and 3 days back.
Do we want
3
a cart
days.
and a horse?
Holy.
Let's see. Let me.
I'm gonna.
Do I not have that one that gives me the travel times anymore? Looks like that mod is missing. Interesting. So, as you guys get on the road and you start heading south, is that the direction you're going? Then I take it.
Wait, can we afford horses?
Oh, you looking to buy some horses?
That's what everybody was saying, is maybe get horses.
Oh, sorry. You can try.
Before we get horses, though, I totally sit side saddle on core while I'm reading a book.
All right. Let's see. Let me look
By
something
the
up
way,
real quick.
Mary, when we get the chance, I'd like to talk to you about something. A meeting of the minds, really. I wanted to ask you about the library.
Okay.
It's bigger than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's a
worked
huge
as-
library, I told you.
I worked as an archivist in the Library of Sylvanos, so
Yeah, this library was quite larger than the library than in Selvanost. So
yeah, but it's a little bit harder to get into the library I worked in, though.
let's see.
Wait, is your library was locked to, like, everybody?
Not everybody, but you had to be of a certain status in society.
Yeah.
We didn't let commoners in.
Are you calling me a commoner?
Oh snap!
Yes, a scholar. I mean, you're not a commoner like peasant, but you're.
I was
not-
accepted into the library when I was 16.
I mean, yeah, you're cool. I'm not saying commoners aren't cool. You're not a rich noble though. You don't make policy changes and drink fancy
true.
wine and.
That's true. Why would you only leave the library for them, though? They don't need to know stuff.
I also agreed with that, but some people, you know how knowledge is seen as a status of class.
Oh?
Anyway, apparently, this place is different than ours.
Yeah, but it used to be the library was open to anybody except Kender. It's really strange that they let Piran and Vixen in.
Yeah, well, I can't believe my book is gone though. I'm a bit miffed about that.
I'm pretty sure Parent has it.
I don't want to say anything. I've already made one promise that I've broken so far. I don't think I'd like to break any more promises this week, month,
Core.
3-year period. It's been 3 years since I broke that promise. I'm good.
Core, you're where you from? Did they hoard knowledge? Or they
It's more like we have an oral tradition, I believe, and we have a lore master that keeps all of it.
oh. Are you a lore master?
Oh, no, not me.
Oh.
Um,
That was 400 years ago?
A lot of lore to know.
that's true.
It's a lot of
Uruz,
things.
did you see what Hortak said to you in chat?
Nope. Nope. Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, and you can. Good grief! How do you do that?
I guess I just lean against my god's powers. Some of the things I've been given since that one dream are spectacular. First the whole food thing, and now being able to do this is insane.
Don't tell Mary. He's gonna make you do a test.
Okay.
He's gonna think you're some sort of archmage or something.
Well, I can also do the thing that he thought that I was doing back in the cave. I can transfer life to by taking away from me and giving to another.
My boy, you're coming quite capable. It's good to see. You stay by my side when things get hairy.
Will do.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys head down the Knight's High Road, as you get outside the old wall, right about here, there is a stable on the left-hand side.
How much are horses?
Are we really buying a horse? Again.
He got rid of the buying thing.
Repeat that again there, Dayu.
You got rid of that thing that lets you buy stuff.
Yeah, I had to disable that particular mod. So as soon as I disabled it, my server started working better, and it has to do with the 5e tools stuff. That's why I just restarted the server.
Philip, maybe you can convince him to give us a good deal on horses.
I certainly could. Okay.
All right.
You should flirt with him a bit too.
As you come walking up to the stables, you see a young woman, probably mid-20s. She seems to be milking the stalls right now. You see, looks like to be about 7 or 8 fairly well-built riding horses. She turns around and goes, "Yes, what can I help you with?"
Good evening. What time of day
Evening.
is it?
It's midday.
My apologies. I am from land further. The time zones are different. Anyway,
Okay.
I and my group of adventuring friends would like to acquire some horses.
Horses, you say? Are you looking for riding, draft? What?
We are looking for some draft horses. I
Draft
know what that
horses.
means. Actually, you know what? I'm going to defer to you. We are going to the Tower of High Clerics to handle a job. What would you recommend?
Well, she kind of looks around. She goes, "Oh,
I
you're a
believe
big
you are.
fellow. You're a big fellow there. I don't have anything. Well, 2 of your big fellows. I don't have anything of the size that they could ride. Even my draft horses couldn't handle those 2. But everybody else, my riding horses. I do have a couple of ponies also that might be for the little ones.
What about a wagon?
No, I have no. Well, I could send one of my stable boys down the road to see if there's a wagon for sale down at the shop there.
Please do.
All right. She goes and she yells for Bart. You see a young, probably 12, 13-year-old kid come running out. Yeah. And she goes, could you please run down to the shop down the road and see if they have any carts for sale? Yep, can do that. And he takes off running.
Thank you.
Yes. So yes, so we are looking at 75 steel per riding horse and 30 gold, 30 steel per pony.
I see.
Oh, by the way, the draft horses that could pull the cart, they are 50 steel per also.
How much is a platinum piece?
Platinum is equal to 10 steel. Or no, 5 steel. Let me double check that. Actually, it should. If you open your character sheet, inventory. Let's see. Philip, I'm going to convert all your steel to platinum. I'm going to see what it does. I think it's going to end up with like, yeah, let's see. 8. So 8 goes into 45 times. So it's 5 per. 5 steel per platinum.
Whoa.
So you have
Well.
the equivalent of 8 platinum. I just converted all yours. You got 8 platinum in your inventory now.
Good times, good times. Well, that's 40, so that's enough for not much. We don't need a draft horse. We can make Urus pull the cart.
Oh, all right. I can move
Shit, I forgot I had a
faster than all
book
of you,
that I
but
had stolen from the
Yes, that is exactly why I propose. You
After-
brag of your marching speed, therefore I would like to put it to the test.
After a few minutes, the little boy shows back up and he goes, "Yep, they got both a cart and a carriage."
I'm not pulling a carriage.
Oh, a pity. Let's see. So we'll have, How strong are you? On on a scale from like 1 to 20.
I'm very strong.
That's
Like
okay.
20.
That's very strong.
So I guess technically you guys could ride a riding horse, but your feet would be dragging in the dirt. So you would have to go with the draft horse, which is equivalent of like Clydesdales, but they're nowhere near as fast as a riding horse.
Now, how much would the cart be? I don't.
Well, the kid says they're charging 15 gold for the cart, 15 steel for the cart, and 100 steel for the carriage.
15 steel for the cart, and we could have someone ride in the cart. Because Uruz, you're strong. We could have like Mary. He weighs nothing. I could pick him up.
You could easily have 2 or 3 people ride in the back of the cart, and the 2 that are riding on the front, that would be guiding the horses.
There you go. We could just buy a draft horse and save us. Let's see.
It does take 2 horses.
We could buy 2. That's still 100 steel.
I'm just throwing this out here. If you're making me walk, then we may as all be walking.
Well, you march faster. We just pull the cart. You just.
I think if I pull a cart, I won't be able to march as fast as if I'm just wearing my gear.
I can pull the cart.
What?
He can pull the cart. He's an archmage.
Do
we get an archmage discount?
Oh?
Does the
Yeah, do I get a discount because I'm in? I'm not in the store. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm literally sitting on the back of Core reading a book right now.
We have a scribe of the lie. Do we get a discount, like 5 steel off per horse? Buy.
Normally, no, but
a number of horses off.
I tell you what.
Discount.
If you buy, so what are you looking at? You're looking at the riding horses. You're looking at the draft horses.
Well, we'll need at least, well, let's just say, so we have myself, Garrett, Mary, and are those all the human-sized people we have?
The kid kind of looks up and he goes, "Well, the cart has enough room for it to fit everybody, from what I'm seeing, except your four-legged friend over there."
Well, that would be
It'd be
50,
tight, but you could do
50
it.
steel apiece for the horses, and then what was it? 15 for the cart?
Yes.
So 115 steel. I have 40. And then so
So
that
yeah,
with
you do 15 times 5 for
so
yours, so
that's
you'd have
75 platinum.
Can I
And
just
then
throw this
yeah,
out
we have
there?
enough.
Hang on. We don't want to buy the horses. We're going on a short adventure. We'll be back within a week's time. Can we just rent these, bring them back? If there's any losses, we'll pay. We can sign some sort of contract, but we don't want to own them.
You don't want to own horses?
We have a
Uh,
ship. The ship's getting repaired.
But what if we come back here and the ship's destroyed again?
Then we'll buy horses then.
I just feel
What
like
if we
this is
come back and
investment.
then we sail on the ship? Then we have to sell tired horses.
We can
she kind of
resell
looks
the
at you,
horses.
Uruz, and she goes, "Well, tell you what. If you pay half now, I consider that as the deposit. Then when you come back, you would get half of it back. So 75 still now. You come back with the horses completely intact and the carts, you get half of that back. So your rental fees would be a total of she kind of does the math, and let me figure it out real quick.
75 is half of what should have been 115.
So so your total rental costs would be about 38 still total. But mind you, it'd be $75. It'd be 75 still right now for the rental.
I
And
don't
then if
know.
any of the animals do die or the cart gets destroyed, you pay for that particular item in full.
30 more still, and we can just own them outright.
Yeah, but then we have to pay storage fees and a wagon, and we'd have to
You have to
resell
buy
them.
tack, you have to buy feed, you have to stable charges.
You gotta buy that shit anyway.
I mean, but not for an unknown amount of time, or we'd have to resell them. We'd just be losing on gold on the return. Wait,
Look, do as you please. It's not my money. I've already offered I will pull a cart, but I'm not riding a horse, so I'm not spending my money. The undertow will be ship-shaped and ready to go in a week.
You probably could get the cart and the 2 horses on the ship with you guys on the undertow, but it'd be very tight.
seems like a good way to lose a cart, a ship, and 2 horses.
Core. Well, since we're at a part where you guys are still trying to decide what you're going to do, I'm going to call it a night. I know it's about 10 minutes early, but I'm going to call it a night, and we'll pick back up next week if that's okay with you guys. You guys are way behind where I thought you were going to be, so the combat I had planned for tonight will be next week. Because
I can't
if
imagine how we'd be so behind.
Weird.
you guys just chatting away trying to figure out what you're going to do.
Oh boy.
I've given you all direction, but you're all just kind of.
We need money. We're poor.
Hey, what's up, Longmire?
Don't make Perrin make the shots, because Perrin will start calling shots. You guys won't like how he calls the shots, but he'll call the shots.
Give me all your stuff.
We should just start robbing people.
All right, guys.
Why do we have to be good? Why we could just go evil, be bandits.
If you want to go evil,
That's a joke.
You can, but you immediately become NPCs. I'm just saying. Vixen, can you
Anywho.
guys not hear me in Discord? No, we cannot hear you there, Vixen. All right, guys. So I'm going to sign off from my stream and be right back.
Woody.
Hector, sign me out. Okay, everybody, that's it.